between the choir and inspirational stories. Got me softened up pretty good already. But I'm not going to lose track of why Miss Shelton wants me to speak. But I want to thank you all. I really, really want to thank you for saving my life. I want you to know that you saved Fred Eason's life by what you do here. I want to thank you for all the other lives that you saved. Probably won't ever get to see their faces, but I wanted to tell you face to face tonight that you saved mine through your generosity, through the way you plugged into this program. Try to get to what Spencer was saying about those kids at first. I teach the art class there, juveniles in the afternoon, and the life of the general population in the AM time. But I was thinking about that first day I saw my juvenile class. It's a process you go through in the system, and you got to be called out. You can't just get up and go. You got to be in a group and come in. But anyway, these little guys walked in that classroom. Not much bigger than what you see in an elementary school. They had these prison uniforms on. And they had this empty look on their faces. And it touched me. I wore that same uniform myself for 36 years. And it really got to me seeing these kids wearing that uniform. I was in my 30s when I put one on. These kids haven't even grown the first hair under their chin, and they're wearing a chain gang uniform. But they came in there with the little stone faces, trying to look as chain gang as they possibly could. Tell you, it don't matter what kind of face you got. When God put his hand on something, turn that stone face into a smile like that. I saw that light go off in these kids' faces. Just knowing that this old man here didn't mind getting on the highway for an hour. Come spend some time with them. That alone makes a big, big difference when you're incarcerated. And one of the lessons I taught my guys was how important it is to show up. So I commended them for showing up. Because if I hadn't shown up, I wouldn't be standing up here today talking to you all. Shelton asked me one day, to assist her with setting up an art show. And I had a choice. It was on the weekend. I really hadn't met the Shelton for about 5 minutes prior to that. And I'm thinking, well, I was at the TC at the time. TC is the Transition Center. And it's the weekend. I'm working at the governor's mansion all week. I want to watch me a little sports and hang out with the guys. I decided to show up and help the shelter. I told them that story, and I wanted them to know how important it is sometimes to just show up, because you got to give God something to touch. You got to give him something to bless. If you don't show up, he ain't got nothing to work with. But most of my little guys, just like my adult people in my class, they come in and they say, oh, Fred, Mr. Eason, I can't draw a stick. I say, I'm so glad to hear you say that. Because I've been doing this for like 25 years or so. And I've heard that statement so many times. And then some time passed, maybe weeks or months, even a year or two. And one of those same people who couldn't draw a stick, man, would come up to me and say, Fred, man, I'm drawing portraits now. People paying me to draw stuff for them. They're like amazed. They can't believe that they actually can contribute something that's to touch someone and make a difference in someone's lives. And there's several of you out there. I'm always blown away when my artwork touches that emotion in someone. And tears start to flow. Sometimes uncontrollable tears. I got some of my guys' artwork back here on this table, some black and white drawings. Some of them are the first and second pieces of artwork that we did in their life. I think one of them got a portrait of his mother back there, who passed. Just a few days before coming here, he called me to the side and he said, he bought that picture. He said, Fred, I showed him the technique on how to draw, and he caught on to it pretty quick. I said, Fred, show me that he did of his mother. He said, man, you helped me bought my mother. He said, you helped me brought my mother back to life. We all did that. It wasn't just Fred. It's what you do here that helped brought that young man's mother back to life. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be there. Or any other people that spoke up here tonight. People behind the scenes, I'm so glad I got a chance to see your faces. Some of you I met personally, who saved my life. And I mean that. When I see you, that's what I feel. That you saved my life. Because 36 years in that system can be just a little small piece of what went in there. You all put those other pieces back together for me. And you gave me a chance to get to know my kids and my grandkids who were born while I was incarcerated. They got someone to call granddaddy. I know I keep getting off topic, but Lucy taught me to never bring any notes when I'm going to speak. Because I had me a nice set of them ready to go one day. And she got up there and introduced me. And by the time she got through with her introduction, I had so many tears in my eyes I couldn't read my notes. Anyway, I would appreciate it if you guys would take a look at the students' artwork back there. And I think it's set up to where you can make a personal donation to keep that particular program going also. And I personally, and I know they would, I can't tell you the level of excitement they got going on, knowing that their stuff is on display here tonight. I mean, they feel like stars right now. They take a sign a few autographs. I mean, amazing, amazing, amazing. I wish you could see and hear what I hear But I'm gonna say a couple of more things, and then I'm gonna turn the mic loose. But those juveniles, and Ms. Shelton asked me not to just teach them how to draw, but also to mentor to them. So we had some good mentoring sessions, and we came up with a slogan. And our slogan was, "Don't handcuff yourself."
All right.
And that slogan, it just caught fire around that institution. Not just for the inmates, but for the staff as well. And even some of the people who heard about it out here. Because there's so many different ways to handcuff yourself. You don't have to be incarcerated to do that. Anything that limits you, that takes away from your hold. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but like Michelle would say, it's been a while since we had opportunity. Once again, I want to thank you, and I would appreciate it personally for anything that you can contribute to Program Heart. Thank you very much.